Welcome everybody to the Hannahcast. My name is ChristianTylerHannah. This is your one-stop shop for movie news for movie nerds. Sorry this is late again. This is meant to be, I know there was a podcast technically last Saturday, the past Saturday and whatnot, but that was supposed to be for the news of the week before that, and this news for this podcast is for last week's news. I know it doesn't make sense, but here to explain it is Rafael.
Trust me, dude, it makes sense when you don't think about it.
Yeah, everything makes sense when you don't think about things. But this time, I've also made a bit of an oopsie because I completely forgot about Halloween. And so we haven't been able to get any Halloween stuff. So what I'm thinking about is just doing some Halloween shit on the next podcast, even though it's after Halloween. And so if anybody wants to throw their tomatoes or lettuce or any other food produce at me, you can do that now. I am at the mercy of the internet. So yeah, anyways, how are you doing?
Pretty all right.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty well. I actually leave for work in about 2 hours, but
Yikes.
Yeah, but I got a few things in the mail in the past couple days. One of them is I got
mail order bride.
No, I wish, but I mean, even mail order brides won't take me. But
hey, bro, I know exactly what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Oh, you. But
2 mail order brides, and then you can make them fight to the death to see which one will claim you as their husband.
God damn. That's actually fucked up.
Hey, I mean, Christian, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
It's like reverse elephant seals, or
yeah.
Like those. I just don't know why I went to elephant seals. Many male animals fight for mates and whatnot, but I don't know why I just went to elephant seals.
Hey, I mean, Planet Earth will teach you a lot.
Yeah, those things are scary.
Yeah, I need to finish Planet Earth 2. Speaking of, I started it. But
What are you saying?
I said I haven't finished it. I started it with my friend Chad, but I never finished it.
I haven't seen it at all. The one thing that makes me worried is this episode that I've heard of that's about sea turtles. And it's
I haven't gotten to that one yet. Although it's probably pretty sad. We are killing them by the dozens by,
No, I mean, it's not that.
Fuck out of the ocean.
It's what they show and whatnot. And it's it's just, I've heard it. I haven't seen it, but I have not seen Planet Earth 2. But some of the things I got in the mail were 2 tripods for this new phone gimbal I have. That's like a phone stabilizer because I got the Galaxy S6 now. But one of them is yeah, thanks. It's one of them's a little mini tripod that I can just set on my desk, and with the phone gimbal, it's actually right up to my eye level. So, you guys might be seeing some more live action videos soon, hopefully. With this, although I'm going to try to record the audio and the video separately. I also got this really, really nice regular tripod. It's a new one I have, and that combined with this gimbal, and like I said, the bottom of the gimbal can actually has a little screw on for where you can screw it onto a tripod. Oh my god, I was testing it out and it's so smooth, and I can't wait to start doing videos with that. Maybe we can do that. We can use that when we're doing
for the car reviews.
I mean, I'm actually not really the car reviews because I don't know if it could fit. But I was talking about like things like the 8 Crazy Nights review and whatnot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I also got The Shining on 4K Blu-ray, which I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player, but it does come with a regular Blu-ray, and I definitely have to rewatch The Shining before Halloween is over, the Halloween season.
It's a great movie. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. I'm not gonna go so far as to say it's my number one because there are a lot of different movies that I would think about for my number one favorite, but it's up there for sure.
For me, it's definitely my number one. It's probably it's definitely my 5th all-time favorite movie. I just love that. Yeah, I love that movie so much. But anyway,
dude, that scene where the elevator doors open and all of that blood just starts coming out. That never fails to creep me the hell out.
It doesn't really creep me out. It just mesmerizes me. Yeah. That's the thing about the movie. The movie never scares me, but it's just it's hypnotizing me from start to finish. Yeah, guys, we got quite a few topics to talk about today. And this first one, man, when MoviePass was dead? We thought, like, for a long time, like for like a few weeks ago or maybe a couple months ago, they said that MoviePass was going to close operations finally and stop scamming people. And while granted, this could be a bug in the thing, and it's only been happening to like maybe a few people, not like in the hundreds or whatever, but it's only a few.
It's a super convenient bug, if you ask me, for
But
MoviePass at least.
But apparently reports are saying that MoviePass is still charging users even after being discontinued. Um, I hope this is I hope this is just a bug, because like I said, it hasn't been happening to a lot of people. It's only been happening like what, maybe 5 or so. But again, even after death, MoviePass just still continues to fuck people over. What are your thoughts on this?
Garbage. Like they've just gone out to show you how to be the worst company of all time. And they never stop doing it either. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm really not at all. Even a little bit. Like if anybody to any company for this to happen to, it would be them. Like their closure and the months leading up to that was unceremonious, to say the least. And it's just disgusting. They are a disgusting company.
Yeah, it's
where does that money even where would it go? Like, because if you close as a company,
it's a subsidiary of this company called Helios and Matheson.
I see.
And I think like even though MoviePass is dead, Helios and Matheson might be still around. I'm not completely sure.
So are they refunding the?
I think they did say they were doing that. Like they said that again, this was a bug in the system, but it's like, man, and this might just be nothing, but it's still just really funny and sad to think about, knowing that even after death, MoviePass somehow still manages to fuck people over. It's just like this. I don't know what to say about it. It's just. So, yeah, do you have any final thoughts on this topic?
Fuck MoviePass to death.
I couldn't say it any better. So yeah, guys, what do you think of MoviePass still charging users even after being discontinued? Are you shocked at this? Are you not? Or like, you're sort of just numb to it at this point? Or like, I don't know at this point. It's just like at this point, I'm just wondering if in a couple of months we're gonna hear reports of MoviePass customers just getting killed. You might see them You might see me on the 6 o'clock news on the obituary section or whatnot. I don't know, but
and then also drafting mysterious wills that leave all of their earthly possessions and money to Helios and whatever.
Helios,
yeah,
that would be. Man, I want to say that I would be shocked. Okay, I still would be shocked because that would be an even bigger extreme, but it's like, I shouldn't be shocked, but yeah, guys, this is just screwed up. Again, this is probably just a bug, but it's still hilariously sad.
It's just hard to be surprised, because it's like when you put a frog in a pot and you just keep making the water warmer and warmer, it'll just sit there until it dies because it won't notice that the water's getting like hotter and hotter. MoviePass is doing the same thing. We're the frog in the water. And the water is just them doing shitty things, and they just keep doing shitty things, making the water hotter and hotter until they just kill the frog.
Man, now I feel sad because I can just imagine seeing the frog. Now you made me sad, Rafael. How could you make me sad?
Sorry, dude. Public service announcement: I don't boil frogs.
Okay, that's a good thing. I'm at least glad you don't boil frogs.
I like frogs. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. On to our next subject, which has absolutely nothing to do with frogs or MoviePass. Well, okay, you could. I don't know.
It has a little bit to do with MoviePass. They probably sold tickets to a Star Wars movie once.
Well, yeah, they did, but I mean, it's like they sold tickets to every movie, so it's like,
yeah.
Except for like when they were still dying, when MoviePass was dying, they would restrict certain movies. But regardless, yeah, this is now the final trailer for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker has been launched. Like there's probably gonna be some TV spots as well, but this is going to be like this is the final full trailer for The Rise of Skywalker, and man, this movie this trailer brings out so much emotion and whatnot. Like the visuals are incredible. You get to hear Palpatine a little bit more. What do you think of this trailer overall?
Like I said, I'm not holding my breath for The Rise of Skywalker. I'm not particularly excited for it, but they did do a good job with the trailer. I really enjoyed the little bit that C-3PO got. That was a really good part of the trailer. Other than that, I was also really blown away by the visuals. I myself have a 4K monitor, and the trailer looked particularly good, especially when you put it on like the max like 4K quality if YouTube lets you do it on the video. But it did look really good. The effects, I haven't really ever seen horrid effects in a Star Wars movies unless you count like
Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
The re-releases of the original trilogy and also the prequels. The prequels had some pretty freaking bad special effects.
I thought Revenge of the Sith looked pretty good.
I don't know, man. I mean, some of it was really hit or miss. It depends. Grievous looked great. That lizard thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi rode on was awesome. But then you also had the scene right after the opening scene where Obi-Wan goes and meets with his four-armed friend who owns like a restaurant or something, and he just looks ridiculous.
That was Attack of the Clones.
No, that was 3. After they crashed the ship with Palpatine on it after killing Dooku.
Wait, did it look like a 60s diner?
Yeah, something like that.
No, that was Attack of the Clones. I know exactly what you're talking about, that scene, but I swear that was Attack of the Clones.
No, Dex's Diner. Oh yeah, it was episode 2.
Yeah,
okay.
See? But
well, in any case, the prequels did have some pretty memey effects. 3 wasn't as terrible as the rest of them because they didn't have as much to show, in my opinion. But
like Mustafar looked amazing.
Mustafar looked really good. The opening space battle to this day still looks great, and the sound design or sound work is on par. It's just that like the writing kind of sucks, but it does. The lightsaber fights are really cool. I think the lightsaber fights were at their best at the time in episode 3. But back to Rise of Skywalker, I think the effects look amazing.
Oh yeah.
The lightsabers sound awesome. They look awesome. The movie, at least visually, is definitely going to be something to talk about for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's all I really have to say about the Rise of Skywalker trailer. I'm definitely going to watch it when it comes out. But those are the things that sort of caught my attention the most.
Yeah. Also, I can sort of hear myself like on your side a little bit.
Yeah. Here, I'll turn down my headset a little bit.
All right. But that's one thing I love. That is one thing I love about these new Star Wars movies is that every single time they come out with one of these Disney Star Wars movies, the effects are always mind blowing. Like to the point where like I was shocked when people were shocked that Solo got a visual effects nomination. I'm like, what were you people thinking? This movie, like, you didn't think this was going to get an Oscar nomination for visual effects? I don't know. But so, like, I can only assume that, Rise of Skywalker is going to have great visual effects, especially for that water fight.
That was a really interesting shot too. The Imperial cruiser coming out of the ocean.
Wait, no, that was. Well, yeah, it wasn't coming out of the ocean. It was coming out of the ground.
No. It was coming out of like some kind of ocean.
I don't know, but like,
where Rey and Kylo were fighting.
I don't know, but like, I kind of realized like those starships and whatnot, like or those ships and whatnot, they look like the ones from the original trilogy, not the new ones. What the hell is Palpatine doing? I don't know, like that, and when you like that one shot where you see all of those ships heading towards one direction, it's like I have zero clue what they are actually doing in this. I still think when it comes to Palpatine, he's most likely a Force ghost, like a dark side Force ghost. That makes the most sense to me. But I mean, who
Yeah,
knows?
kind of like the opposite of Yoda.
Yeah, or opposite of Obi, or in this case, possibly the opposite of Anakin. Well, yeah, Anakin. But I mean, like
Yeah,
the opposite of Luke. But
yeah, they all eventually became Force ghosts.
yeah, this but again, we don't know for sure until we'll see the movie. But this is probably my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year. Right, but like at number one, at least on my top, like from my top three. Number one is Rise of Skywalker. The next one down is Jojo Rabbit. I cannot wait to see Jojo Rabbit. And then, oddly enough, my third most anticipated movie for the rest of the year is Uncut Gems, the Adam Sandler thriller.
Yeah, no, I'm actually really looking forward to that too. The trailer did a really great job,
It was,
and usually when he plays in like serious dramatic roles, it's good stuff.
yeah, I just cannot wait to see that movie. But yeah, guys, what do you think of the Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker trailer? Are you excited for the film? Are you not excited for it? Well, again, what did you think of the trailer? Let me know down below, and let's go on to our next topic. We're speaking, going back to streaming services that we've been talking about for a while now. Of course, as we said last week, there's going to be this new streaming service called HBO Max, which is Time Warner's streaming service. And if I look at it right here, like HBO Max, again, I'm just gonna refresh it to you guys so you guys know exactly what it is. HBO Max, like I said, is Time Warner's streaming service, and it's going to have content from Warner Brothers, TBS, CNN, Boomerang, Cartoon Network, HBO, DC, New Line Cinema, True TV, TNT, Adult Swim, and probably many others, like maybe the CW and what.
Have they announced like a price point for that yet? Because I was actually talking to I think his name was SpongeBob or something, SpongeBob Nick, in the comments of the last podcast. We were talking about like all the new streaming services coming out, and really what's going to make it in the end for me on whether or not I decide to get HBO Max, I'm definitely going to do like a free trial if that's an option, is like how much it's going to cost, because like by this point Disney Plus is coming. I'm definitely going to get that. But I already have Netflix, Hulu, and Spotify, and like Disney Plus is going to be what how much a month again?
$7 a month.
7, that's not that bad. But like if HBO, I don't know, Hulu right now I'm paying like the most expensive option, which is either $12.99 or something like that for the no ads whatever. But like with that, Disney Plus and HBO Max, it's gonna be pretty penny on some streaming services.
They haven't said anything about how much HBO Max will cost. Some people are saying it could be like maybe $14 a month.
Yikes.
But I mean, like again, honestly, I personally feel like it'd be worth it considering, like again, it also depends on how much great content they have. Because like if they can get like all the cool shit from Cartoon Network and all the cool shit from DC and True TV and all these other places, plus HBO, I mean, again, like I think for me the big tipping point is, well, I am also wondering what the price point is, but it's also the content, because like what am I gonna get for my buck? Because like
No, that's true. I was speculating that they're probably going to be more of a streaming service for like watching movies, because one thing that I have noticed, not counting Disney Plus because it hasn't come out yet, but I know for a fact that's going to have a ton of movies, literally hours and hours worth. But Netflix and Hulu do not have a very wide array of movies to stream at any given moment. I mean, they have them. It's just a question of whether or not it's something that's A, actually good, or B, that's recent or that you've heard of. Like there are a fine array of indie films on Netflix. I don't know about Hulu because I haven't checked out their movie catalogs too extensively, but I have found a few movies here and there, like Doctor Strangelove. It's a great movie, really old but super good. But I feel like HBO Max will definitely have a very wide and extensive offering on movies, especially if they're gonna have a lot of content from HBO.
And plus, like I said, they do have Studio Ghibli, and
Yeah,
Time Warner just so happens to also own Crunchyroll. So
that's interesting.
now, again, I've not heard anything officially. They said they'll be on HBO Max, but they could.
Yeah,
And they also own Rooster Teeth, and like they own Verve. It's like I mean, again, they could do this, and you know, if they put, like I said, if they gotta go all out on this, but because like again, this sounds really cool, but yeah, I do agree that you know, the price point is important, but I also really want to know what content they're gonna get, because you know that's you know it's Warner Media, they have tons of cool shit, so.
hmm
So yeah, and the reason why we bring up HBO Max is that they have ordered 4 new Adventure Time specials. You'd probably know more about this than I do because I actually have not caught up with Adventure Time in a long, long time. I have not seen the series finale, but again, without spoiling it for me, what do you think of this? Of HBO Max ordering 4 new Adventure Time specials?
It's pretty exciting for me. I loved Adventure Time when I was younger. It was one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows. Um, and without spoiling anything, I will say that the season finale was, in my opinion, pretty satisfying and pretty good.
Oh,
Um, hmm?
oh wait, well I'm actually kind of looking at something right now that's probably a spoiler.
Oh, don't stop that.
Yeah, I'm like I mean, like a spoiler for the series finale of Adventure Time.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
like,
do that. You need
yeah,
to watch.
yeah, damn it. Like, I was just scrolling through I was just looking up HBO Max on Google Images to get information. I was like, well, now I know this happens. It's interesting that this happens, but well, now I know that this happens, but oh well.
But yeah, no, for sure. I think that I don't know. I mean, it all depends on quality, but I'm pretty excited. I'm never gonna be not excited for new Adventure Time stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention about HBO Max. Uh, they're also going to have the entire library of Sesame Street, which is going to be good for little kids,
Yeah.
and the entire apparently it looks like they're going to have a new season of the Boondocks and Doom Patrol, and they're going to have the entire series of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Okay, I didn't hear our reactions. I was like, ah, oh, damn it, what happened? But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Again, this probably shows I really should try to catch up with Adventure Time. Uh, it looks like it's going to be called the first one's at least going to be called Adventure Time Distant Lands. So again, that doesn't really say anything, but you know. I mean, at least we know that there are going to be 4 more Adventure Time specials coming in. We are going to be going back to the land of Ooh. And again, from what I've heard about Adventure Time, especially as it went on, like people were saying, it's like one of the best cartoons of the decade, right?
It really is. They've made so many awesome episodes. I can't really think of one that I don't like. And they, for a kids show, it does a really good job of sending some like very deep and thought-provoking messages. It's not just for kids. That's what I really like about it. Like if you look into it and think about what they're saying to you, it really does leave a lot to think about. But I hope that they can sort of recapture that same magic with these specials. Um, that's all I can really say.
Yeah, guys. What do you think of HBO Max ordering 4 new Adventure Time specials? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? What do you think of Adventure Time in general? Your general thoughts on it and whatnot? Again, it is on Hulu, so I should try to catch up at least maybe the final season at least. I don't know, but like I just missed a lot of Adventure Time. But so yeah, guys, give me your thoughts on that, and yeah, and to the next topic, which once again we're going to streaming services, and apparently Disney Plus is developing a Hocus Pocus sequel. They haven't given any other details other than that. They haven't announced as to whether or not the 3 original actresses are coming back. I personally hope they do, if it actually is a sequel to Hocus Pocus. Well, then again, how do you do it? Yeah, now I'm thinking about, how do you do a sequel to Hocus Pocus? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, don't ask me because I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
You've never seen Hocus Pocus?
Nope.
what the fuck are you doing with your life, man? It's on Freeform right now. Like, you need to, like, it is one of the quintessential Halloween movies.
It's good.
You have to, like, it's really good. Like, you gotta check out Hocus Pocus. Like, I think,
All
like,
right, I will.
yeah, I have reviewed it on my channel before, but I think it started to grow on me even more as time goes on. So it's, I might even re-review it at some point. Maybe we can review that on the Halloween special. But like, like, you know how TBS would like whore the shit out of A Christmas Story?
Yeah.
Well, that's what Freeform's doing with Hocus Pocus. Like they've been showing Hocus Pocus nearly every damn day, and on Halloween they've been doing this for a couple of years. Like, they, just like how TBS does this with A Christmas Story, Freeform shows Hocus Pocus for like 24 hours straight. So it's like, at this point on Halloween, like, it's you have no excuse not to watch Hocus Pocus. But like,
well, see, I'm kind of at a disadvantage. I don't watch too much TV. Usually, when I watch like movies and TV, it's on like streaming services and stuff.
Yeah,
but I'll put on cable and see if I can find it.
well, like I said, it's on Freeform, so you can't not find it at that point. But like, but I do get that. I don't really watch a whole lot of movies on TV either. Like, for me, the movie that killed it for me was trying to watch 21 Jump Street on FX. I was like,
dude, like between ads and just other senseless things like cutting the movie for TV runtime.
But also like cutting, like, and also cutting out the language and whatnot, which it's not.
That's just dumb.
Like, for me, it's not the curse words in 21 Jump Street that it's not the curse words themselves, but it's the way they're used and the context of it.
Context, yep.
Yeah, it's like, damn it. And when I saw 21 Jump Street, which is a great movie, but like, when I saw it on FX, I was like, no, I'm not watching most movies on TV again. Hocus Pocus you can do because, I mean, it's rated PG. Like, there's, like, what's the worst that can happen? So it's like, and plus, like, it will be on Disney Plus, but are you really gonna watch something that was on Halloween in November? That's not The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Dude, of course, I'm an absolute creature.
Ew, disgusting! Get out of here, you filthy animal! No, it's like watching a Christmas movie in the spring.
The halls with boughs of folly.
No.
La, 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 la.
It's like calling Die Hard a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
We will.
You haven't even seen it. You haven't even seen it.
We will watch.
Your opinion is moot.
We will watch Die Hard, and I will prove, and we will make a video where on I don't know what I call the Christmas thing for my YouTube channel. I don't know. I can do like the 8 Crazy Nights video. I can call it the Hannahcast special because it's Hannah, but I don't know what I do about Christmas. But I don't know, but we will do a video where we debate as to whether or not Die Hard's a Christmas movie. I will watch Die Hard, and I will show everyone in this world why it is not a Christmas movie.
So what are you going to do when you watch it and then come to the conclusion that it is a Christmas movie?
I will throw myself out of a window and die.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah, that is true. Well, anyways, guys, yeah, again, I'm interested in seeing a Hocus Pocus sequel. This segment was really not even us talking about our thoughts on a Hocus Pocus sequel for Disney Plus.
I can't really say anything because like I said, I haven't seen Hocus Pocus.
I
am. Hopefully, if Hocus Pocus is good, it'll get me excited for a sequel. It sounds good, so I mean, I'm sure that a sequel will be awesome if they do it right.
The 3 main actresses who play the witches, like, they make the movie. They seriously, like, the movie's already, like, it would have been if it hadn't been for those 3 actresses. Like, Bette Midler, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Wait, no, was it Sarah?
Okay.
Wait, was it Sarah Michelle Gellar? Like, no, wait, was she Daphne in Scooby-Doo?
I know who she is.
Wait, no, I think no, it wasn't Sarah.
I'm pretty sure she was.
No, it's Sarah Jessica Parker. That's who I was thinking.
Yeah.
And Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy, who played Piggy on King of the Hill. So, like, those 3 play the witches in Hocus Pocus, and all 3 of them are amazing, especially Bette Midler. Like, she's a treasure in that film. As for my thoughts on a sequel for Disney Plus, all right. I'm hoping those 3 come back, but then again, at the same time, like, again, I don't know how you do a sequel to Hocus Pocus, but like, But look, I'm optimistic. I mean, it's Disney. Yeah, they'll do some crap like The Odd Life of Timothy Green or Monsters University, but at the same time, like they constantly pull out gold out of their asses at least 3 times a year or something. I don't know, but like, uh, I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic for a Hocus Pocus sequel. We'll see how this works. So yeah, guys, what are your thoughts on this? And yeah. And like I said, tell Rafael, like scream to Rafael in the comments that he needs to see Hocus Pocus before Halloween because it's amazing. But yeah, our next topic is one that I am a little bit shocked over. Well, I'm shocked at one thing. I'm not shocked at the other. At the other, what basically, Joker, which has been the source of a lot of conversation in the movie business right now, has now become the highest grossing R-rated film of all time, beating out Deadpool 2. Deadpool and Joker has made so far $849 million at the box office, while Deadpool 2, which is currently at number 2, which was the box office king for R-rated movies, made $785 million. Jesus Christ, what are your thoughts on this? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, did you hear anything I said?
You cut off at 785 million?
Like that's what Deadpool 2 made, which was the second highest grossing R-rated. Well, it was the highest grossing R-rated movie for a little while at 785 million, but now Joker has beat it to become the number 1 highest grossing R-rated movie at $849 million.
Well, I liked Deadpool 2. It was great. But Joker was also amazing. And it definitely deserves its number 1 spot that it's achieved because it was one of the best superhero movies. Well, not superhero movies, but yes, superhero movies I've ever seen.
It's not like superhero. He's the villain.
Yeah, Joker's my favorite superhero. I love his superpower of killing innocent people. It's my favorite. I want to do it.
Don't shoot up schools.
Too late.
No.
Sorry.
Fuck.
But no, I really do think that that's a hell of an achievement and a well-deserved one. They really did work hard on that movie, and it shows in pretty much every scene. Joaquin Phoenix really did an amazing job of portraying the lunatic known as the Joker. And I also really liked the sort of different in sense that we really haven't seen it in a movie done like this before, but amalgamated in the sense that they drew a lot of inspiration from comics that had been published before, but his origin story, like how they portrayed how he got to the point of being the Joker and not just whoever he was before that.
Yeah, like
it's awesome. I'm glad to hear that it succeeded, and it gives me some hope that they're going to try to tackle projects like this more often.
Yeah, I was not sure. I knew Joker was going to be successful. I thought it was probably going to make maybe 500 million, 600 million, which is still really good. But 849 million in just 4 weeks. And and keep in mind, people, it's still not had it apparently it also had this achievement. It made $849 million without having opened in China.
That's incredible.
Yeah, like China is
I don't know how well it would do in China. They have a very drastically different movie market than we do. Different movies generally perform a lot better if they didn't perform that well here in China and vice versa. But that gets me hopeful that they might cross the $1 billion mark.
That's the thing. I mean, like that's the big question. Will Joker make $1 billion? I don't think so, but I don't. But I'd probably
Dude, what's $150 million, especially in the market of China? They can do it.
But again, this isn't opening in China though.
It's not at all.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna. Like I guess like China won't take it or whatnot. I don't know, but it's not gonna be in China. That's yeah. That's the thing.
Well, just to get this video banned in China, Tiananmen Square, 1989. Fuck the CCP.
God damn you, man. Oh no. What if I have watchers in China, man?
Well, now they can't watch this because China has banned it, and I'm okay with that.
I hate you at this point. But like, so yeah, like I don't know if Joker's gonna make $1 billion. It did a lot better than I thought. I already thought it was
gonna. Yeah, for sure. That was a surprise to me because I was honestly, I agree with you. Like I thought it was gonna do well, but I didn't think it would do this well, and I'm glad that it has because I loved the movie. I thought Joker was awesome.
I think this could probably get to around 900 million, but like I mean. And it's not within the realm of impossibility. It's not in the realm of impossibility that it can make $1 billion, but I don't think.
True.
But I don't.
Now that I know that it's not opening in China, I also do not agree that it would make $1 billion. But I was under the impression that it just hadn't released over there yet. But no, I mean it could. But I just don't think it will.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I didn't think it would get 849 million and then become the, highest grossing R-rated film of all time. And here we are.
I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on this. And the weird thing is, this movie made over $849 million without having Batman, without having any action scenes. Like, this is not an action movie. This is a straight up psychological thriller. Not even a horror movie. Like, it's just a.
I mean, it's almost a horror movie. It's like.
Well, from a certain point of view, I always say.
For me, I would throw it into like 3 separate categories. It's it is a psychological thriller. You could theoretically say that it's kind of a scary movie. I would also take a slasher film as an appropriate descriptor, but it's a great movie. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. But however, this does however kind of solidify this theory I've had that the Joker is probably one of the biggest box office draws in cinematic history. Because really, when you think about it, 1989's Batman, out of all 4 of those Batman movies, is the highest grossing one out of all of them. Like I think 1989 Batman with Jack Nicholson as the Joker, I think it made like around maybe $500 million worldwide, which at that time was huge. Hell, that's more than Batman Begins made, and and again, it made more money than any of those other Batman movies. And then when you had The Dark Knight, which made and because here's the thing with The Dark Knight, like Batman Begins made somewhere around $300 million, which is actually kind of shocking when you think about it. Like, which did all right, but then at the end of that movie, as we know, when they teased the Joker's going to be in the next film with that one card, and then what does The Dark Knight do? Gets to $1 billion. And it smashes all expectations at the box office. They put because hey, the Joker's coming, you gotta go see this. And granted, it helped a lot that Batman Begins was great, and The Dark Knight's incredible as well.
Yeah.
But when they teased, what?
Oh, I was gonna say I googled the difference between $500 million in 1980 and $500 million today. So $500 million in 1980 is equivalent to about $1.4 billion today. That's insane.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, The Dark Knight came out after Batman Begins, which Batman Begins made Dark Knight made over $1 billion, whereas Batman Begins, the previous film, was like $300 something million. And so again, Joker, that just made another box office smash hit.
Yeah.
And then you get to Suicide Squad, and love or hate Suicide Squad.
It made a punch.
Like, it made over $700 million worldwide, and I'll tell you this, I didn't, quality of the movie aside, I mean, when I first heard that they were doing a Suicide Squad movie.
Oh, it drew a lot of attention, dude. I was excited for the movie. I would have to lie to you to say if I wasn't.
No, I mean,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, what I'm saying is that like no one knew who the Suicide Squad was, and I thought I was gonna do all right, especially when you get someone like Will Smith and whatnot.
I mean, you had a few people that did. Comic book fans would know.
Well, yeah,
Who
but the
were...
comic book fans are nowhere near as numerous as like the general movie going audience.
No, sure, but to say no one wouldn't be exactly like, accurate. I knew who the Suicide Squad was.
Yeah, but you read comics. I didn't. I had no idea who the Suicide Squad was. That's the thing. But again, what did they do with that film? They slapped the Joker in all the marketing. It's like, hey, look, come see the Joker in this film, and
then he was barely in it.
Yeah, he was barely in it.
I think 10 minutes was the total amount of screen time.
I don't even think it was 10 minutes. It probably would have been like 5 minutes or something. Like that's how little the Joker was in. But but again, because they slapped the Joker in all the marketing, the movie went from like where I thought it was going to be like maybe 400 million, it ended up making over 700 million dollars. And now,
oh my God, Christian,
what?
You were almost on the money. It totals around 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
See, that's how little.
Excluding the dream scene, which was 25 seconds. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's how much. Yeah, I thought Suicide Squad was all right, but
it was a really bad case of false advertising with the Joker bit.
Yeah, like they straight made him look like the main villain of the film.
Did you ever hear any of the rumors that went around that the reason that there was so little of Jared Leto's Joker in Suicide Squad was because the director wasn't satisfied with his performance and cut a lot of his scenes? Because I've heard things to that effect on like different outlets for movie related news and stuff.
I don't really
know if you'd heard anything about that.
I don't really know. I do know that apparently Jared Leto was promised from Warner Brothers a lot more because like he spent a lot of time trying to dedicate his to his role as the Joker. And then
didn't you hear about him sending like dead pigs and stuff to his coworkers to method act his way into becoming the Joker?
No, like I don't really blame him for that because like if everyone loved Suicide Squad, everyone would have been like, oh man, look at what he did to become the Joker. That's amazing. But like people only.
No, I don't either. I wasn't saying it to be negative. I was just saying like he really gave that was effort. He put forth effort to do it, and then what they end up doing doesn't really show that at all because they put him in the movie for less than 8 minutes.
Seven. They put him in there for 7 minutes, giving us a contextless Joker that just made it look like he was just doing random shit. And I still think Jared Leto's Joker. I don't think he was a bad Joker. I just think Warner Brothers completely mismanaged what they were doing with the Joker.
I think technically, as it stands now, I would say he is a bad Joker, but not because of Jared Leto, but because they didn't do anything with the character as far as physically putting him in the movie and giving him some kind of purpose other than just to be random, I guess. Because that's really what I feel that they did. And that's not... I wouldn't blame that on Jared Leto. I mean, if he was told one thing and then they did another, there's nothing that he can really do about that.
Yeah, that is a shame, but still, I mean, what we think aside, they slapped the Joker in all the marketing, and the movie overperformed at over 7.
It blew up, dude. It blew up.
Yeah, and now we have Joker, a movie that has now become the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, without Batman, without action scenes. It's just a straight-up psychological thriller.
Well, Christian, technically, Bruce Wayne was in it as a child, and Bruce Wayne is Batman. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was trying to think of a joke refcon to say, but as you know, I am not funny. But like again, and now people are saying that Joker could maybe join the $1 billion club. I still don't think it will, but I hope so.
I want it to.
Again, I hope I'm wrong, but again, this just proves my point. The Joker is a big box office draw. You slap the Joker in a live action film, and people are going to go see it because hey, I mean it's Joker. It's for me, he's the greatest villain of all time, and it's just so fascinating to see. Where like I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's just I'm just really excited I'm just really excited that Joker has made this much money, and and I think it's going to get to 900 million, but I just don't think it's going to get to $1 billion. But again, I hope I am wrong, because that would be amazing if it did. So yeah, guys, what do you think of Joker making $849 million in the box office currently and becoming the highest-grossing R-rated movie of all time? Which, also, if I'm not mistaken, this year, I just found this out. There, like, every box office record for the MPA, like in the MPA rating system and whatnot, has been broken this year, except for one of them. The highest grossing G-rated movie of all time now is Toy Story 4. Highest grossing PG-rated movie right now is The Lion King. PG-13, Avengers Endgame, and now Joker is the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. And you can probably guess what movie is still the highest grossing NC-17 movie.
Kleptomaniac.
I've never heard of that. No, Showgirls.
Showgirls? I haven't heard of that.
I've heard of it. I've heard nothing but horrible things about it. But
Showgirls. I don't really want to watch it because I feel like it's just porn. But
it already kind of turns me off because I'm like, because like NC, like, yeah, R rating it can be cool and whatnot, but at that point, if it's NC-17, it sounds like a gimmick at that point.
Dude, yeah, it just sounds like an excuse to put porn in your movie.
I'll have to.
That makes like if you do it right, like that's different. But like, why? Where's your target audience? Who goes to a movie theater to watch porn? Somebody tell me in the comments. Let me know if you go to movie theaters to watch porn.
Yeah, right now, Showgirls. It came out in 1995, and it has a 22% Rotten Tomatoes, and the consensus reads vile, contemptible, garish, and misogynistic.
I need to see. I can't. I don't think it's real.
No, it's a real thing.
Oh God, I found it.
Yeah, my dad used to have the DVD of this, and that's.
Of course.
I haven't seen this movie, but I definitely recognize the cover where it's just all black and the girl. I was like, what's going on there?
Dude, this looks like Eyes Wide Shut, except terrible.
I've not seen Eyes Wide Shut, but
it's an interesting movie.
I've heard some good things about it. I wonder.
There's a lot of sex in it, so if that's something you have a problem with, then I probably wouldn't watch it. But it's really good. Like Tom Cruise does a great job.
And it's directed by Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, exactly. It's an amazing movie. I personally love it, but it is also a very, at some points, unsettling movie. But that's not a bad thing.
But even then, it says right here that's R-rated, so it's not even NC-17.
No, it's not. It doesn't ever get that graphic. But like the first time I ever saw that movie, I watched it with my parents. Don't do that.
What? Why? Why would you do that?
I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. Dude, I didn't know what it was. I just heard my friend told me, hey, Eyes Wide Shut, watched it the other day, pretty good. I was like, man, we were all sitting around on the couch. I was like maybe 15 or 16. We were all sitting around on the couch, and I was like, he told me this was good. They hadn't seen it. I hadn't seen it. I put it on. And then at the end of the movie, we all agreed that we were never going to talk about it again. But we all also agreed that it was a very good movie. But
it's like watching 50 Shades of Grey next to your mom.
Yeah, except it's not terrible.
Yeah, that is true. I'll probably see Eyes Wide Shut at some point, but like I said, like currently every single MPA rating has been beaten box office wise, except for NC-17, which is still Showgirls. But I don't know if there really even is there probably is not a big market for NC-17 to begin with. Hell, it's already taken this long for R-rated movies to get a big following and whatnot.
I'm looking at the cast of Showgirls, and I'm not surprised that I've not heard of any of these people after this, because I don't think anybody would seriously hire you in a movie after having been associated with this.
Like, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, so far I'm looking through this. I have not heard of anybody.
The reviews are incredible. Is it sexy? ? No, not when you're laughing. I need to see.
And that's Gene Siskel, of Siskel and Ebert. Oh
yep.
Wow, that is funny. Yeah, I'll probably have to see this at some point, considering how bad everyone says this is. But man, it's just again, at that when you R rating is fine, but once you get to NC-17 shit like that, it starts to sound like they're like they have no other purpose but to have
Dude,
sex.
we should watch this sometime.
Oh,
And
but
then,
I don't
like,
want to sit next to you and
no,
watch it.
listen. We should watch it and then take a shot every time like they have sex or you see somebody's penis. It'll be great.
Well, I technically am of age, but you are not, so you will have to grow up into a fully strong young
No, that's
boy.
what I'm saying. We can do it for my birthday.
Maybe, but I don't want to get too drunk. I don't even really get drunk to begin with. I'm just a wimp when it comes to.
I mean, I feel like I'll have to if I'm gonna watch this piece of shit.
Oh no, maybe I will just watch you get drunk and whatnot. I'll just probably take shots of Mike's Hard Lemonade or something.
I'm ashamed of you, Christian.
I'm sorry. I'm just not. I haven't even. Hell, I don't care that much. I'm already 21, and I haven't. I'm 21 right now, and I have been for a couple of months, but I've still not had any alcohol. I'm just like.
I mean, it's not a race, dude. You do that whenever you want. If you don't want to drink it, then don't.
Yeah, I just for me my alcohol is Mountain Dew or Mountain Dew rip-offs like Mountain Holler or something.
I don't like soda. My sister really liked soda growing up, and she still does, but I don't really drink soda.
Well, that's because you're a wimpy baby.
You're right, bro. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, coming from the guy who said he's not in a race to drink alcohol and will probably take shots of Mike's Hard Lemonade. So
yeah, I'm 6 years old. I've been lying to you this whole time, Christian. I'm actually 5.
Oh, well, I don't know if a 21-year-old man should be hanging out with a 6-year-old.
Christian, don't talk like that, or else I'll send nudes to your phone and get you arrested.
Oh God, no! Oh no! I don't want to think about that. No, I'm moving on. I can't do this.
I'll tell the police. He has pictures on his phone. I'm only 4.
You said 6. You had to make it even worse. Oh my God! Welcome to the Hannahcast, everybody, where we make pedophilia jokes. So, yeah, and now we get to our final topic of today, at least in the Hannahcast. There is a new movie on Netflix right now, which did get a limited theatrical release to qualify for the Oscars.
Sadly not here though, which makes me upset.
Well, at this point, as much as I love movie theater screens and speakers and whatnot. Like I loved Cinemark, but like it's too far away from me. But it's like that's a debate. But like that's another thing for another time. But like you know, we did get to see the new film Dolemite Is My Name, which is the sort of biography of this one guy named Rudy Ray Moore, who was called the Godfather of Rap. Because, like, he would make all these, he was like a stand-up comedian who would have these rhythms and whatnot, and start rhyming and whatnot. And he would make blaxploitation movies later on in his career. And this is Eddie Murphy's comeback movie, like, after having not been in a lead role since, what was it? I think maybe 1,000 Words or something.
Yep.
Yeah, and this has been getting rave reviews. Like, let me look at the... Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes currently, 97% of the critics gave Dolemite Is My Name a positive review. Yeah, I don't know anything about Rudy Ray Moore before watching this movie, but what did you think of Dolemite Is My Name?
I liked it a lot. It was really good to see Eddie Murphy back in a lead role, and he killed it. He did a great job in this one. He really conveyed, like, it was sort of a more lighthearted story. But at the same time, he also did convey that, like, you know, this dude's life was also a little stressful, and did a really good job of, like, portraying him and doing the Eddie Murphy thing, dude. He was hilarious when he needed to be, and it was an awesome movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't really know anything about it either going in, because I didn't ever, know anything about oh gosh, you just said his name.
Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah, Rudy Ray Moore. But I think Eddie Murphy did a great job of portraying him, and I do feel like he was more Eddie Murphy than Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah, because like they do actually show a little bit of Rudy Ray Moore's clips from his movies at the end of around the credits of this movie.
Yeah. But either way, it worked. I think he did a great job, and sort of blending the style of his, comedy and stuff and delivery with both, giving it his own sort of flavor, but also, um, trying to emulate Rudy Ray Moore, which I think he did a great job of doing. I thoroughly enjoyed it though. I laughed and I didn't cry, but there were some serious scenes that really did give you a lot to think about and feel. But yeah, what did you think about it?
I thought this was a really solid movie. I don't think this is going to end up like I still need to see some movies. I'm actually planning on seeing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this Friday or something. Or
I need to see that too.
yeah, it's like I don't know. When do you go back to Detroit?
Thanksgiving.
Okay, Thanksgiving. So, I mean, hey, if you want to see, currently it's at Marquee Cinemas, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in Theater 1 because it's been in theaters for a long time. But hey,
Yeah.
but yeah, I am probably going to be I'm probably going to be checking out, I'm going to be checking out Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this Friday or something because I want to see that. But like, anyways, back to Dolemite is my name. I again having not seen a lot, like a lot of the Oscar movies are coming out. I don't know if Dolemite's My Name is gonna end up being in my top 10 of the year, but I will say this is a very solid comeback for Eddie Murphy. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Again, I don't know if I'd consider him for Best Actor quite yet. Again, I haven't seen a lot of the other performances, but I mean, this is the year where Joaquin Phoenix was the Joker, so I don't know if it's like on that level. But again, like it's sort of like when. I mean, I haven't seen M. Night Shyamalan's movie The Visit, that found footage movie, like, but from what I was hearing, it wasn't,
Neither have I.
like, but from what I was hearing from people, it's not like, his big home run return and whatnot, but it was like a nice, solid, movie that was pleasing and whatnot, and it was pretty good, but this could lead to even better stuff down the road because again he's sort of inching his way back in, and that's why I feel like with Eddie Murphy
The
and
Visit. Was that the one where in the trailer the grandma like asked the girl to crawl into the oven?
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I I did see the trailer, but I never ended up watching it.
Yeah, I do want to see it, but I did hear some good things about it. But and again, with Eddie Murphy and Dolomite is my name. Shut up, phone. But like I said, I don't know if I'd consider Eddie Murphy for best actor at the Oscars right now. But I will say, like I said, this is a good, solid return for him. It's like he does a really good job in this movie. It is still basically Eddie Murphy, but I mean it does work. Like when he's doing the whole rhyming comedy and whatnot, when he's making those rhymes up. Like one thing I love, especially with comedic songs, is like how you make the comedy work with the rhyming, because like there's so much you can do there.
Mm-hmm.
And I really dug what they did, and what like the little stand-up comedy bits in Dolemite is my name. This kind of reminded me a little bit of the Disaster Artist in many ways. However, even though in many ways it was also quite different from the Disaster Artist, where this was about a dude, like they were both about these guys trying to make their way in Hollywood and whatnot, and making these really weird movies that are like, wait, what? And that were kind of confusing in production, but I feel like they also are very different in many ways, where, Rudy Ray Moore's Dolemite film was legit, I mean, yeah, they say in the movie that wasn't getting good reviews, but, I mean, it's sort of the case where nowadays, like, people kind of praise it as, like, wow, this is actually a really, like a really good comedy and whatnot, where, and, people think positively of the film Dolemite, whereas in The Disaster Artist, I mean, yeah, people, a lot of people know about The Room and will make fun of it, but it's not. It's a pretty terrible film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's an understatement, dude.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like Dolemite, like you could still make, like I said, you could make some comparisons from Dolemite is my name to The Disaster Artist, because in many ways they are very similar, but in also other ways they're very different. One thing about the movie that I think actually could probably get some legit. Well, for me, anyways, I would definitely support this nomination. If it were to get a nomination for this, costume designing.
Oh yeah. They did a really good job with all the clothing and stuff, dude. It was great.
It looked gorgeous, and not surprisingly, it actually came from the costume designer, Ruth E. Carter, the same woman who did the costume designing for Black Panther.
Huh? You don't say.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all because of course, like for me the costume designing in Black Panther was spectacular. And she does it again in Dolemite Is My Name, and again it's just snazzy. It's like you feel like I think it was maybe the 70s. I think was like it was the 70s, 1970s Los Angeles. Yeah, it just like the costume design just screams the 1970s at that time. Like it was. Again, I thought this was a very solid movie. Everyone was really good. I especially loved Keegan-Michael Key as the playwright. He gives one of his better performances in a few years. And Wesley Snipes as the director was so funny. Like the only thing I know about Wesley Snipes is Blade. So I'm usually I usually know him as like the badass and whatnot. But seeing how like he's kind of, I don't know how to describe his acting in this movie, but it's just really funny. And there's a scene in this film around the end, like it's sort of like when they're filming the climax between Rudy Ray Moore and Wesley Snipes. It's so funny. It's just because like this really reminded me a lot of Black Dynamite. I don't know if you ever saw Black Dynamite.
Yeah, dude, I have seen Black Dynamite and the TV series. I love it.
I know, it's amazing. It really like it did remind me a lot of that. Like, granted, because it is blaxploitation. It's like really over the top, zany action and whatnot, and it's just I love that shit. It's just so cool seeing how they made the film. Well, technically in real life, they like technically in this film they make it look like it's one movie. In real life, it was two separate movies that they were filming. But I mean, again, for this narrative, I feel like it works because, like, it's just absolutely crazy. I really did enjoy Dolemite Is My Name. Probably not going to end up being one of my favorites of the year, but again, it's a good, solid return for Eddie Murphy, and I can't wait to see what he does in the future. Any final thoughts on that?
No, I really enjoyed it, and I hope that we see more from Eddie Murphy. I learned a lot, and that's really it, I guess.
All right, guys, that is about it for the Hannahcast episode this week. Now we're probably gonna see if we can try to get an episode, record an episode on Friday for the which is the late Halloween special. Again, throw your food produce at me because it was stupid because I didn't prepare anything for Halloween. We're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do for the Halloween Hannahcast. Like maybe thinking of I don't know, maybe reviewing some Halloween-ish movies or something. I don't know, but anyway, guys, that's about it for this Hannahcast. I don't. Again, Rafael doesn't really use his Twitter a whole lot, except for doing contests and whatnot. I saw what you did there, Rafael, a few days ago. I saw that.
It was literally pressing one button, and I did it because I watched this gaming channel, and they were like, you could win a computer. And I was like, I could win a computer, and I just have to press things and not pay anybody money? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do a lot of online contests as well. That's how I want.
I mean, as long as it's free and you don't have to pay any money, it's all good.
Yeah.
And on the off chance you win, dude, it's awesome. Hey.
That's how I won quite a few Blu-rays, including the entire Harry Potter set, Blu-ray set, signed by.
Don't shame me. It does pay off.
Yeah, but the other funny thing is that it's signed by the Nostalgia Critic cast. So
that's neat.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, guys, that's about it for the Hannahcast. Bye.
Later.
Now we got that.